I finally gave into this trend that I've been fighting for the longest time. At the start of 2025, people would add archways to doorways, hallways, doors, any type of opening, they would just throw an arch in, and it was kind of going viral all throughout Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. At first I was against it because I thought it made our space more into like a Hobbit, Lord of the Rings type deal. In this video, I'm gonna show you how we took our large 16-foot square opening that separated our dining room from our living room and threw some curved arches on it, and now it looks like this. So let's take it back a couple days where I'm out in the sunroom and I'm mapping out how much curve should go in the opening. This portion of the project is just gonna be coming up to preference, depending on your opening size and like how big of an arch you wanna do. If you have just like a small hallway, you can do something like this. But because we have such a large 16-foot opening, we're looking for more of a subtle approach. So I'm gonna use a flexible piece of vinyl to wrap around the corners and get the exact form that I want. I'm gonna take this piece that I just cut, flip it to the other side of the piece of OSB, clamp it down, trace the actual outline again, and then rinse and repeat, cut it with the jigsaw, and then I'll have half of the curved arch complete, and then we just have to do the other side. Let's build some arches. I brought the frames into the living room and have them laid out behind me. There's just one problem that I'm dealing with. The drywall is already installed all throughout the house, so what I need to do is when I'm coming up with the thickness of the arch, it needs to be as wide as a 2x4, and that includes the 1/2 inch piece of OSB on either side. To save some time, I already cut the blocks to 2.5 inches. Now let's go ahead and assemble the arches. This over and then literally sandwich it. Make sure that the edge is lined up. Beautiful. This next part's gonna be a little bit challenging. I have 3-inch screws that I'm gonna get started on the back side because I'm here by myself and I will still wanna install it. Get it up, set one side, and then when that's set, then go back and kind of work my way down the other side of the arch. Hopefully I don't break anything. The arch framing is set. I'm running into another issue because that drywall comes down and it's not level in certain areas. It's just kind of like wonky. I need to have it lined up perfect so when I go to install that other drywall, it's just seamless. If not, you're gonna be able to see it, especially because there's so much light in this room. It's gonna start reflecting shadows. It's gonna have to be my best drywall job that I've ever done to make this thing blend in. All that for just that little piece. All right, I'm tapping out for the night. We were able to frame the arches, do one layer of sheetrock on one side. I'm gonna come back in tomorrow, finish the sheetrock, and then end up doing the first coat of mud. So I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. Boom, we're back. This is day number 2. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse and repeat what we did on this side, on the other side. It's just gonna be real quick. Let's get into it. The sheetrock on the outside is complete. Now we need to do the inside. What I did off camera was I spaced the blocks every maybe 6 inches or so. And this is what's gonna hook the sheetrock to. And I went ahead and cut about 5 or 6 pieces of this sheetrock, this same thickness. But here's the catch. When coming around with these curves, I can't install it. So when I go to press, it's gonna snap in half. What I did was I cut it every inch on the back side of the paper, and now I can make it really flexible, and it's perfect around these curves. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just kind of keep working it throughout. So let's go ahead and knock these out real quick. Pro tip, when you go to cover up the drywall, make sure you mark the studs inside that arch. When you go to cover the drywall, you won't be able to see it, and you'll spend who knows how many tries trying to get this little screw in. Yeah, just right before you do, just mark it. I mark it and I still miss it, so. We're coming up on the second curve now, and I have this piece of sheetrock, but I just wanted to show you guys. So I just scored it, probably every inch or so. You can see that all the way down. I'll just show you how easy it is to pop, and you just want to kind of go just real nice and light, just all the way down, and just work your way down. And then you'll have something like this, and it's pretty easy. I went to the store and bought this curved vinyl bead. This will be going around the corners. They do have these notches, which makes it very flexible. So this is what's gonna keep the corners nice and tight. There's 2 ways to install this on the sheetrock. One way is staples. You're just gonna go ahead and staple it, set it, forget it. There's another way is adhesive. You spray the adhesive on the actual sheetrock, and then the vinyl bead, wait like 3 seconds, and then you can put it up on there and it'll hold. I did have adhesive, I can't find it anymore. So we're just gonna go with the old school method and just kind of staple it as I go. I bought 4 of these. They run about $8 a piece. So I'm gonna start in the middle and then work my way over and just get enough to where the corner rounds. Then I can finish it with a piece of straight vinyl instead of using this curved vinyl bead. So let's rip it. Now that I got the corner bead set and out of the way, we're gonna go ahead and do our first base layer of drywall mud. This is regular all-purpose sheetrock mud. You can pick it up anywhere. I'll leave a little link right here. Yeah, so base layer, nice and thick, covering all the staples. We're gonna go ahead and tape the seams everywhere I added new drywall. The first base layer of mud's on. It's crazy. I don't know if you can hear the frogs in the background. They're probably at the pond. The next step is I'm gonna come in tomorrow and then do a quick little sand of everything and then do another coat. I'm aiming for about 3 coats. I'm gonna just do a quick little couple shots throughout the next couple days of just my progress, and then I'll show you guys the final result.
Want to get it?
It's painless.
Oh, you just guessing, you know.
Yeah, because I want some money.
So keep going.
So I just hit it with the final sand and then wrapped up the protective paper that was covering the flooring. This is it. I don't know what day it is. All the days kind of are blending together. If you stayed to the very end, I'm gonna do a quick pricing breakdown of how much everything costs so you can tackle it yourself. So I have 2 sheets of OSB that cost around $50, about $5 worth of screws, $8 for a 2x4, 10 foot long. That's gonna be those little 2-inch blocks that are gonna be all throughout the framing of the archways. $22 in the drywall mud for the 5-gallon bucket. You could go a little bit less because I used maybe half of the full container over the past 4 days, but we'll still call it $22. I got $5 for tape. I bought 4 of those curved vinyl bead 10-foot pieces. Those are $8 each, so it's about $32. In total, you're running around $130 for a project that you can tackle yourself. Anyway, that's all you got. If you stayed tuned to the very end, make sure you check out other videos. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.